welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, now you know. I am Miss Do Too Much, and if you do too much, guess what? Yeah, we about to be doing too much together. So let me start out by saying this: happy Vlogmas. I think I've always been saying it now. Happy Vlogmas. But this video we're gonna get into something a little bit more serious, because you know your girl's a medical assistant, and it was a video that I posted, and like up to this day it's getting so much love, and I'm getting like so much questions in the comments and stuff. So like I was like, you know, I should really start making more videos regarding my job. So I decided, like, you know, let me do something for Vlogmas. Let me put something out there. But as y'all can see from the title, we're gonna be doing a pros and the cons video, guys. Yeah, so let me give you just a little 1-2. So I'm a medical assistant. I've been a medical assistant for about 2 years now. I went to New Age training in New York, Manhattan, and yeah, that's pretty much what I have to say about my job. Like, it's really that easy. So right now I'm working at Boston University College, because I'm living in Mass now, and they have a medical center. Probably gotta be one of my favorite jobs. I can't lie. I started about my last job, but they some ops. This is my new job. Mind you, I'm temporary, so it's not like I'm getting fired and getting new jobs. I'm temporary, so I'm always getting new jobs. Like, I work through a temp agency. If you understand, you understand. Alright then, let's jump right into the video. So guys, for every pro I'm gonna do a con. Okay. I actually have more pros than cons, guys, so let's get started. Pro number, so for this one, the first one is like, I'm gonna do the pro and the con at the same time, because like it's kind of the same topic. So for pro, it's definitely the patient, and for con, it's definitely the patient. Let me explain now. So a patient can either make your day or they can ruin it. And trust me when I say, you're probably gonna get them in the same day. I'm not gonna lie. Like, one thing I really do love about my job as being a medical assistant is definitely the patients. I get to like speak to all types of personality, guys. Like, meeting new people is like really fun to me. And also, like, whenever a patient come in, they want to tell you their whole life story. It don't got nothing to do about what they came for. They just want to tell you where they grew up at, where they living at now, what job, what they do as a hobby, stuff like that. And it's like, sometimes it can be like a lot, especially like when you're in like have multiple patients and they want to keep you in the room to like have a conversation with you. But other times it's like really good. Like, patients will literally bring you snacks, they will bring you gifts. Like, I have patients bring me gifts, a whole fruit bowl, guys. Like, they can either make your day, as that example, or they can ruin it. So for an example, guys, if your doctor is running behind, your patient appointment was at 10:30, 10:40 pass, and 10:50 pass, and 11 pass, and 11:10 pass, you're gonna be the first person that patient see. So guess what they're gonna take their attitude out on? The medical assistant. I promise you, you're always gonna be the first person that the patient sees. So whether or not it's your fault, which is never gonna be your fault, they will always take their attitude out on you due to the fact you're the first person that they're seeing. Like, it can really be the doctor's fault. Most of the time it is the doctor's fault, but it's nothing like you can do. You just have to just try to be professional about it. Like, it's really a lot sometimes. Like, for me, I'm like, I have anger issues, so sometimes I'm like, let me take a deep breath, and sometimes I gotta get like a little smart with them, like, pipe down. But y'all understand what I'm saying. Like, they can either make your day or they can ruin it. Let's get into pro number 2. To become a medical assistant is very easy. For me, it was very easy. For other people, it might be not how I'm explaining it. They could say it's hard, but I feel like based on where I went, the criteria that I had to learn, I feel like it was really easy. So school is also very short. It's probably the shortest. I don't think it's the shortest, but it's short enough. Like, for me, I think I went to school for like 8 months plus my externship. So like it was really fast compared to like me going to school now for nursing, where I'm gonna be there for like 4 years, guys. Like I'm trying to rush it along, probably get like 2.5, but I don't know, that's gonna be long compared to like medical assistant. You're getting it done fast, you're getting taught fast. Like I think there are longer stuff, like I think if you go to a college for it, they're gonna make it 2 years, but if you go to an accelerated program, you can get your medical assistant like certification really quick, and you do not need to pass the test that they're talking about in order to work, guys. That's really a good thing, because them tests be hard and long, okay? Like you can work anywhere as long as they don't require that test that to be national certified, something like that. You can work anywhere. Most of the time people don't even ask for that. You're gonna be doing the same job, same everything as every other person, okay? So let's get into con number 2. Sometimes it could be a little bit overwhelming, guys, and let me tell you why. You're going to be doing most of the work, guys. Like I'm telling you, like it could be a nurse there, a doctor there, you're doing most of the work. You're getting the patient, you're doing the vitals, you're plugging it into the computer system, you're writing stuff, and you're doing point of care testing, you're doing dipsticks, pregnancy tests, you're doing I'm having a brain fart. You're doing flu tests, COVID tests, you're doing all types of tests, and most of the time doctors don't know how to do those testings. I don't know why they don't know, but they don't. Like I've been to, for every job, if they be like I wish I could do it myself, but I don't know how to do that. Like even with the computer system, they'd be like, I don't know how to put this in. Like you're going to need to know everything, guys. You're going to be getting all that stuff. So it's like they're asking you to room your patient, they're also asking you to put this in the system, they're also asking you to write that, they're also asking you for everything. So sometimes it can feel a little overwhelming depending on where you're working at. Like for an example, I worked at dermatology before. Easiest job ever, guys. You don't have to do vitals, just throw them in there, ask them a few questions, and that's it. That was an easy job, but most jobs are you being on your feet a lot. So let's do pro number 3. I feel like a lot of people is not gonna agree with this, but I feel like the pay is pretty good. Like you can do stuff off this pay, guys. Like you really can. Like you can save up and you can go on vacation with this type of pay. Not long vacation, extra expensive vacation, but you can get out there. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you find a good place, you're going to get paid good money, and sometimes you have to start low in order to build up. Like if you're straight out of medical assistant school, you need to take any job, you feel me, so that you can build that experience. So when you move on, they have the experience, they're going to pay you more. For me, I feel like I never started at minimum wage when I first started this job. Like you shouldn't be starting at minimum wage, I'm not gonna lie, but I never started at minimum wage when I first got my medical assistant job. It was always up there, and then the more experience, I'm like, I want this amount of money to work for you. And let me put y'all onto a little secret. Any medical, whatever you're at, if you're a nurse or you're a medical assistant, go to a temp agency, guys. They're always going to pay you more than if you was to go through like the regular system. You call the manager yourself and you're doing this, you're doing the interview, da da da. They're going to pay you less. Go to a temp agency, guys. They're going to get the job for you, they're going to set up the interview for you, they're going to handle everything, and then you can make sure that you ask for more pay. You're still going to get the same benefits throughout the temp agency. So I would say go to a temp agency. So boom. Okay, con number 3, guys, the gossip. Y'all, I feel like this happens at every job, like no matter what, but I just feel like when you're in the medical field, especially as a medical assistant, I just don't feel like, why is there so much freaking gossip, guys? And I feel like what really irritates me more than anything in the world is snitches, guys. At my last job, I mean, the snitching was insane. Like every day, guys, I was getting pulled into the office for nothing, like being on my phone when I don't have no patience. Why are you guys trying to snitching on me for being on my phone? Mind you, I would see the person that's snitching on me doing the same thing that I'm doing. Like, yeah, I don't gossip, but I listen. So if you come to me about something, I'm gonna listen to what you're saying. I'm gonna hear you, and I'm gonna take it all in, and I'm gonna hear you. But I'm not gonna talk shit with somebody. But it's a lot of gossip, and sometimes you really have to watch your back, because people will really just snitch on you just to get good with the manager or to get a higher position. Like, as a medical assistant, you should not be doing that to your peers. You guys should be watching each other's backs. I feel like that's really a thing that bothered me. Like, people are weird. You're gonna meet the weirdest people in the medical field, I promise you. Let's get into pro number 4. Pro number 4 is being a medical assistant is a really good stepping stone into the medical field. Like, you are able to learn like the whole flow of being in the medical field together. You're able to work with doctors, nurses, all types of people, like radiology, lab people, everything. Like, you're just able to understand the flow. You're able to understand what's this test for, how to do this testing. You're able to understand medical terminology better. Like, it's really a good stepping stone. I feel like if I didn't become a medical assistant, I probably wouldn't have discovered that I really want to become a nurse, guys. Like, this really opened my eyes. I'm like, medical assistant is cool and all, but what's after this? And after this is nursing. And it's like, once you're already learning a lot of the stuff, if you're asking questions, when you get to nursing school, you're gonna have like, nursing school is still hard, but you're gonna be able to maybe just, if your class is out of 10, you could be like out of 15 or 20 ahead. You understand what I'm saying? So I feel like being a medical assistant really has opened my eyes, and it helped me to further my passion, help me learn more, help me get the flow of things. Okay, so this is gonna be my last con, guys. And my last con is that as a medical assistant, you're kind of more restricted than others. Like, your nurse, the nurse that's working with you, they're gonna have more privileges. The doctor's gonna have more privileges than you. Certain tests you can't do that they can do, even though like you know how to do it. You know how to give an immunization, you know how to draw blood, sometimes certain places they won't let you do that. And it's like, we went to school to learn that, so it's like, why not? Like, it's always going to be like, you can't do this, you can't do this. Like, even in the computer, it's certain things you can't access. Like, that's something that really bothers me, I'm not gonna lie, because just why? We're doing our job, we're doing the most work, so I feel like we should be able to get and access everything that the nurses is doing, the providers is doing. It's just like, that's one of the things that kind of irritates me. So this is my last pro, number 5. And my last pro is you're able to work anywhere, guys. Like, medical assistants, you will never ever run out of places to get what you need to get. Like, you can get a job anywhere, anytime. Process is faster, especially when you get it through a temp agency. Easy. Not only that, but you're able to work in any department. You can work in pediatrics, you can work in ortho, you can work in internal medicine, you can work in GYN. Like, there's no limit to where you can work. You can even go from being like a medical assistant taking vitals, dealing with the patients, to just being a medical assistant and being the front desk person. There's literally so much opportunity, and I just feel like it's really perfect. Like, sometimes I get kind of like, okay, I'm getting tired of being on my feet, let me go find different jobs. Let me sit at the front desk for like a few months, few weeks, and after that, okay, I'm going back to being a medical assistant. It's so easy to switch any type of department. Like, one of my favorite departments is definitely internal medicine and GYN. I don't know, I feel like GYN is like so different for me, like, especially as a woman, kind of like hearing what patients is going through and the doctors have a solution. And kind of like, I don't know, it's entertaining to hear. Not only that, but the procedures, you could tell the pap smears, inserting like the IUDs, the Nexaplon. You also deal with pregnant women as well, which I'm definitely feel like I have to go into maternity next. That's my next thing. But I feel like you never run out of departments to work in. It's like really fun, guys. Like, yeah, so pros and cons. But yeah, that's it for my video. I think my next video is definitely gonna be answering questions that I get from like in my comments, and like when people message me from like being directed from my videos. I feel like I want to do a video about like whatever questions you guys have, especially when you're curious and you're in school already and you're wondering how to find a job or what's good. I'm trying to give y'all advantages. So yeah, happy Vlogmas. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below some questions for my next video, subscribe, and most importantly, turn on your post notification, because guess what, we're gonna be doing too much in the next video, guys. Bye.